From Newport on the Levee, Fox 19 and the Cincinnati Bengals present Bengals Now. Sponsored by Wendy's, Jake Sweeney Chevrolet, CareSource, Shelf Genie, and Newport on the Levee.
Welcome into Bengals Now. I am Jeremy Rao. He is Joe Danneman. A very exciting week here as the Bengals are coming off a primetime win, and what a night we have here on this show.
I need more noise, everybody.
Come on!
There we go. Logan Wilson is our first guest here
baby.
tonight. Star-studded episode of Bengals Now. And here comes the
Bring him
Bengals
out, bring him
linebacker coming towards the stage. And his first ever appearance on Bengals Now. Logan Wilson, everybody. Team captain, Cincinnati Bengals linebacker. Logan, we appreciate you, man. Go ahead and grab a seat, grab a mic, and let's have some fun here. Okay. We were warming up the crowd before you got out here, and a Joe Flacco chant happened. I don't know if you could hear that in the back.
I did not.
You guys want to do it again?
Flacco, 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 Flacco. It's crazy.
People are excited. Are you excited about the way the season feels now with Joe Flacco coming here and helping you win games?
Yeah, and I feel like he's just starting to get a grasp of our offense. I feel like he's been so busy trying to learn it. I mean, you guys saw the interview after the game, how he didn't know some of the play calls that were coming in from Zach. And I think that's just a credit to who he is as a person and the intellect that he has as a quarterback. So he's definitely going to help us moving forward.
You're one of the guys who helped set the expectation that this should be a playoff team, a team that should be competing for Super Bowls. Do you feel like there's a new life in the room, that you've won a game, things look good on offense, and there's a shot here for you guys to get back towards everything you want to get to?
Yeah, I mean, we have the confidence that we can kind of turn this around, this losing streak that we had in the past. But at the end of the day, like last week's win against Pittsburgh doesn't matter if we don't come out and beat the Jets on Sunday. And so we understand that, and we have the right mindset going into this week of practice, and just trying to control what we can, continue to get better, and go out and stack another victory on Sunday.
How driven is this defense, Logan, to prove that you guys are better than even what we saw on Thursday night, that there's still a lot of room to grow?
Yeah, it's just having that. I mean, every position group has a hungry mentality that we're just trying to go out each week and get better. And I feel like we talk about it each week, but we are really so close. And there's things that we can, like, I mean, there's 3 plays in the game that are on us that gave them 100 yards total. And so you clean those things up and you quit letting them happen. Like that helps alleviate those plays from happening, and we understand that. And so we're just continuing to work hard and try to get those things to cut them out.
Yeah.
So when we have a special guest up here, each week I like to go into that player's social media. You're pretty active on X, and you put out a tweet before the season that when you got the captaincy here in Cincinnati, you said it's one of the best awards in sports to be named a team captain. Why is that so important to you?
Because those are the guys that you go to work with every single day. They see you every single day. They see what you go through, the injuries you've gone through, how you carry yourself through times of adversity, how you lead people, how you pour into those around you. And I feel like that to me screams like the utmost respect for someone in the locker room is when you're voted a captain. When
you were in high school, you were not a linebacker.
Correct.
You were a wide receiver, defensive back, and an all-state punter. How did you transition from wide receiver DB to now a team captain linebacker and playing in a Super Bowl?
A lot of hard work. And then, like, I think I had the frame and the ability to move in space. And, when I got recruited to Wyoming, I was actually recruited as a safety, but I was playing corner in high school. And so I got recruited as a safety, and that was when more often than not you would actually redshirt. Now I feel like the redshirt rule is just different. Yeah. Some guys just play and whatnot, but I actually redshirted, and that whole year that I was redshirting, I was on scout team as a scout team linebacker for whatever team we were playing that week. And so I kind of had an idea that maybe this was going to happen sooner rather than later, and I wasn't sure of it. And so soon enough, like the next spring when my first spring ball, before spring ball started, the head coach called me into his office and asked if I'd be willing to switch to linebacker, and I honestly was not sure, but at the end of the day, I went to the University of Wyoming because I trusted him that he was going to put me in the best position to help the team, and so I just trusted it and just worked at it every single day that I could, and here we are.
God forbid something happened to Uncle Rico, Ryan Rico, but if you needed to step in, That's what everyone calls him. If you needed to step into a game, could you do it as punter, as kicker, whatever?
Yeah, I mean, it would take a little bit to remember the motion, but I still, the leg's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you say the leg's still there, you're talking about like you could punt it like 300 yards, or give me a ballpark of how far?
300 yards?
Yeah, give or take.
45 yards.
Okay, 45
Yeah.
yards.
That'll get it done.
300 is
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, that's not realistic.
No, I know.
obviously.
I
That's
just-
Uncle Rico stuff.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Punting a football over
My
the
bad.
mountains. I'm usually 5 steps behind you. Okay, so let's talk more about that. Like, do you work on that at all? Do you practice? Is there any time at practice where you're just messing around, kicking a ball? Any time for that?
Not really. I haven't practiced kicking the ball in a very long time.
Okay.
Other than I feel like a few years ago during camp, I'm like the emergency kicker if God forbid our guy goes down.
Okay.
We don't want that to happen, of
Sure.
course. But I was practicing a few years ago with Darren. I remember at one point during I think it was training camp practice, like the way we could get out of meetings was if I made like a 30-yard field goal.
Oh, this
and
sounds
so,
familiar. I heard about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I made the 30-yard field goal and we got out of meetings that day. So it was a win-win for us.
Okay, let's dive into what is now probably the most important part of your life, and that is being a parent. And when we bring Evan out here, we're going to talk about the symmetry you guys have with your children. But what's it like being a dad of a young one here? You're a girl dad.
I am.
What's it like having this for the first time and experiencing this for the first time?
I love it. Just like she's at such a fun age right now where she's like her own actual human, instead of like just the newborn stage. And so it's just so fun to be around her. She's a joy to be around. She's growing every single day. And like it just puts a lot of things into perspective when you come home, especially after a loss. Like, man, like you could be down in the dumps, but like at the end of the day, like my daughter doesn't care if we won or lost. Like her dad's home. And so like, that's one of my favorite parts of just being a dad is coming home after a long day and understanding what's really important in life.
How old is she now?
19 months.
19 months. Okay, so you're not quite the full-on wrestle stage. And I understand. Joe has 3 boys. I had a boy first and then a daughter. What I was amazed with, and you may experience this as well, I don't know how many you're going to have, my son and I wrestled a lot, and then it was like when my daughter was old enough, it was like all in, and then she was crushing my son who's 2 years older than her. But you get to that stage, it's a lot of fun. I mean, how much are you looking forward to that? And maybe possibly even, I don't know, showing her the game of football as well someday.
Yeah, I mean, whatever she puts her heart and mind to, like I'm going to support her.
Yeah.
I don't know what that'll be, but I think she's going to have – she's already run around like crazy. She's a little wild child at the house and wreaking havoc on our dogs and our cat. And it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Has she softened you? And I say that like this because ever since I became a parent, everything makes me cry. That happens. That's legit. Has
No, I
she
know.
softened you to a way that happens to you?
Well, here's the thing. I think even before I had her, I already was not scared to show that part of me. And so maybe she softened me a little bit more, but I was already like I was never afraid to tear up because I feel like that just shows my true emotion of who I am. And so that's just she's probably softened me up a little bit more though. I feel like it's impossible not to.
Joe actually cried before the show started tonight, so he just
Twice.
flushes it out of his system sometimes.
Sometimes you just got to.
I want to go back to get back to the field for a minute before we get to break and get to Evan because it's going to be great tonight. But do you ever go back and watch the Super Bowl? Do you allow yourself to watch that? Because there's obviously a play late in that game that I think was probably judged the wrong way that involves you, that everyone knows what we're talking about here. Do you allow yourself to go back and watch that ever? Have you watched it back?
The full Super Bowl?
Yeah.
No.
That play?
I haven't.
That play.
That play comes up on Twitter, I swear, every few
Do you
months.
scroll past it as fast as you can?
No, I
or-
just watch it just to soak in it a little bit more and just
And how do you
understand
feel about it now in hindsight?
How close we were.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's got to be frustrating, right?
very.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee you ever make it back to the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. And so,
Yeah.
like, I mean, you can't get a whole lot closer than how close we were to winning it.
You were still so young then, Logan, in a lot of
Yeah.
ways. I mean, what was that like for you, just experiencing a city on fire, really in those couple of years?
Yeah.
Seeing the city rally around Joe Burrow and the entire team and just how it felt back then.
Yeah, I mean, it was fantastic. Hosting our first home playoff game in a while, getting that win was huge. Obviously, the Jermaine Pratt, game-sealing interception against the Raiders.
P.
Yeah, playoff P. And then I think I had a interception late in the game against the Titans. I mean, it was a great year. You just came up short, and so it sucks. But there was a lot to like hang your hat on and learn from and grow from. And obviously, you want to win it, but like you look back, take a step back and realize like some guys in this league actually never will play in a playoff game, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And so like we got to play at the biggest stage of football in the entire world, with some of the biggest celebrity faces watching you. And I always hang my hat that I got to be a part of a Super Bowl. Obviously you want to win it, but that's
right.
You try to find some joy in some of those downtimes.
Did you feel before that Raiders playoff game and the Jermaine Pratt pick and all that, did you feel the pressure of the city and, they haven't won a playoff game in 3 decades? Because it was talked about so much outside the building. And I remember the fans were going crazy that night, and the players were like, that's step one, on to the next one. But did you feel that weight of the city going into that game at all?
Not really. I feel like we were just prepared for the moment, and we knew what we were capable of, and we just went out and executed and kind of did what we planned on doing. And so that was just kind of the mindset of that team that year that we had. And because at the end of the day, like everyone counted us out. Like we weren't projected to even win the division that year. Like none of that stuff. And so that was a year I feel like we kind of snuck up on everyone, and then from there forward, like we weren't sneaking up on anyone anymore.
Yeah.
Make some noise for Logan Wilson, everybody.
Let's hear it. Awesome.
Right, that is segment 1 of Bengals Now. When we come back, Evan McPherson joins us on stage, and we'll talk to Logan about their weird symmetry with their children. It's a fun story. Stick with us here. Make more noise. Bengals Now on the Bengals flagship station. And we are back on stage here at Bengals Now. You can see Logan Wilson is with us. We have another special guest coming towards the stage right now. You all know him as Money Mac.
Money Mac.
Money Mac. Money Mac. Make noise for Evan McPherson, everybody.
Yeah.
And his second ever appearance on Bengals Now. Okay, Evan, come on up. Grab a mic, grab a seat. We're going to have some fun with you guys. Okay, I'm going to tee you up for this because Jeremy interviewed both of you guys about this story.
Yeah.
Okay, take it from here and the symmetry they have with their daughters being born and everything that happened that kind of blew my mind a little bit.
So the weird thing is I was actually in the hospital room with both of them on that day, and it really bothered them.
Yes.
No, we had a chance to talk about. I saw the story. I don't know if you can say it went viral, but you guys, essentially in the same hospital on the same day, both had daughters. There's probably weird other things with it I don't recall, but
same delivery room, correct?
Yeah.
That's right.
That was the most crazy thing. It was a fun story to tell after you guys had that happen. Relive that with us, because it's been more than a year, obviously almost 2 years, I guess, now that it's happened. What was that like for you in that day, and at what point did you guys go, oh my gosh, this is all happening together at the same time?
The day was pretty special. Me and my wife, we arrived the night before at 8 p.m. Just because her water had kind of partially broken, so her OB told her, just go to the hospital, get checked in, and they'll kind of get you started on everything that you need. And so we got there at 8 p.m. the night before, and then we ended up having our daughter at, I think it was 4:47 a.m.
Good job.
On March 15th. And I think it was a few hours later is when we got moved down to recovery and everything like that, down to a different floor. And then I think Morgan had texted my wife and was like, hey, we're coming to the hospital. Because because I think my wife had texted Morgan, and they like keep up with each other and how the whole process is going. And so immediately, whenever we go in, Gracie reached out to Morgan's like, "Hey, we're going to the hospital. We'll see how it goes. We'll let you know." And then the next day, just so happened that they were coming too.
Didn't you guys get married on the same day too, or something like that? Like this?
Yep.
Yep.
We did get married on the
Same
same
exact
day.
year.
I'll let Logan say the
And
anniversary
listen,
date.
you guys can win the Super
July 9th, 2022.
Yeah, there you go. You can win the Super Bowl on the same date.
We could.
See?
How about that?
I like that.
How
More
about
ties.
I like that one.
You guys can birth Cincinnati its first championship on the same day, which would be very cool.
I like that play on words, man. You're really good.
See? Thanks, man.
Well,
Appreciate
you
it.
17
Oh, you're
years in
talking to
TV, I've learned a couple of things. Okay, so let's talk more about Evan. Let's get into Evan. Okay, so you have a chance to watch Evan kick. This dude has been locked down this season. You don't have to get into the operation, Logan, if you don't want to. But what have you noticed about him this season and just how clutch he's been already?
Yeah, I mean, he's done. I feel like he's back to his normal self. You know, I think that last year was just a one-off year. He would be the first to tell you that. I feel like he's just back into his comfort zone. He knows what he's doing, and he has the utmost confidence that he can really make any kick that's being asked of him.
I read a great story that Jay Morrison wrote about you after
Yeah.
Thursday Night Football, about some friends of yours that you have that have helped you reset yourself to have a great season. Can you share that story with the crowd?
Yeah, so I actually met this group, I think it was about 3.5 years ago, through a group in Crossroads. They were hosting kind of like an event for everybody at the church. It's called Journey Groups. And I introduced my wife at the time to Joel Fireball. He is the head of, I think, children's ministry at Crossroads, and she wasn't working at the time, and she was interested in it. And so I introduced them to, just to kind of get her, some friends and friendly faces in this community. And it turned into him inviting me to this men's group that they had going on. And at first I was like, I don't know, like I don't want to give up one night a week and go spend it with guys that I don't really know. And so I kind of blew him off the first week. Second week rolls around, he asked me again, and my wife's like, you really need to try it out. She's like, it could be good for you. And so I went and tried it out, and she was right. It was probably the best thing, the most important thing that I needed at the time is just like community outside of the facility, outside of football. And how I explain it is like I have guys in my life, even on the team, but like outside of football that care about me as a person more than they care about me as a football player. And I think that's what I needed the most is just somebody building into me and somebody that I can build into and just kind of bounce things off of. And that group's been going strong. Journey Groups ended that year, but us 12, 13 guys, we've stuck together for 3.5 years now, and it's been great just kind of growing and learning with those guys.
I love that. That's great stuff.
good.
And I saw that photo, and it's incredible, Evan, to have that kind of group outside of football to build into you. I want to ask you guys a off-the-football field question. Evan, I think I know your answer. Maybe, Logan, you can start. If you weren't playing football, or if you have a hobby outside of football, a different sport, whatever it is, what are you really good at? Something you're
Hitting dingers at softball charity.
pretty yeah, that's one.
Yeah. No.
Have you watched me?
Well, I was trying to help you out.
Yeah, but have you watched
You
me?
look
I
good,
mean,
though.
I have a golf swing.
You got the hat backwards. You got the shades.
Well, if you
the
look the
look.
part, you
Arm
feel
sleeve.
the
You look
part,
like
but it doesn't
Junior.
always translate
That's
to you
true.
actually
Yeah.
hitting them.
But what would you excel
he
at?
hits dingers. What would I excel at?
Yeah, what are you good at?
Are we like talking like?
Anything.
Hunting.
Yeah, hunting can be one.
Yeah, I feel like
Video
realistically, I am pretty good at video games. The rare chance I get to play anymore, having a daughter. But I feel like I would probably realistically
kids.
doing something in like health and fitness. I got my degree in kinesiology, and so I'm very passionate about health and fitness and finding a way to help people elevate their wellness. So
Evan, is it golf, or am I wrong?
Professional golfer.
If
Should
I was
be.
good enough.
YouTube golfer.
you could
A
if you
YouTube golfer. I
could
would
be with the
definitely be a
good
YouTube
group.
golfer. No, I mean, you see these guys on YouTube that are playing at a high level of golf that aren't professional golfers. So that kind of shows me that my professional golf dream is probably not achievable.
Well, let me say this. Let me put you on the spot here,
Yeah.
okay? So you and I have talked about the Break 50 series with Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah.
Make noise if you've seen this on YouTube, anybody. The Bryson, you guys are missing out. Find it on
There's,
YouTube.
There's a
It's
real one in the back.
amazing. Yeah,
Way
you
back
got
here.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I want to lock this down. I want to do a Fox 19 with Evan McPherson Break 50.
Break 70.
Well, Break 50. There's going to be 4 of us. And Reagan's like a scratch golfer almost. Yep.
Reagan's
Yep.
got
All right.
you.
I think we can do it. Let's lock it down. Let's do it someday.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay?
We might. Yeah, we can make it like break 60.
Break 60. We can do that.
Yeah.
You play from the front tees, and
Yeah.
you try to break 60.
Well, let me just ask you this.
We'll
Did
do it.
Either one of you guys watch Dude Perfect? You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? I know you know. They would love to have you as a kicker on the show. Like, you guys could have some real fun.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Of course.
I'll reach out to
I'll
him.
do anything for Dude Perfect.
You would do it, right?
You
Okay.
got Dude Perfect contacts?
Yeah, why not? Dak Prescott was on with him. Have you seen that one?
Because he
Yeah,
lives
but
in
Dak
Dallas.
Prescott is the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
That so happens to be their favorite
That's
football
where
team.
they
so-
I'm not trying to say you guys need to root for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
All right. Jeez. Let's hear for these guys, huh? All right. We have a lot more to come. Ask Me Anything's going to get more wild than I am. But as we go to break, let's go to Zach Taylor and his conversation with Joe Danneman inside Paycor. Stay with us.
We're with the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals, Zach Taylor, looking ahead to the New York Jets here at Paycor Stadium on Sunday. But before we go there, Coach, let's look back to Thursday night and what was one of the more exciting games that we've seen here in your tenure in Cincinnati. How enjoyable was that to be a part of that game, that atmosphere, the story of Joe Flacco, and the way the game played out?
It's always the primetime games here. I think about it, every single one I've been a part of here have been awesome. You know, the crowd's been awesome, the environment's been awesome, our players have always showed up to play. I can't tell you what our record is, but I think it's pretty dang good. And Thursday night was just a bigger part of that.
So there's always this talk about chemistry between Joe Flacco and his wide receivers, or any quarterback and his wide receivers. Does there have to be a chemistry that builds as well as a play caller in a quarterback, and how is that chemistry coming along?
Well, just making sure he understands the intent of everything I'm trying to say. And sometimes I'm realizing there's some words that can be a little trickier. And so that's the process we're working through right now. It's great to get an extra week, extra day here. And he does a great job of telling me, like, hey, here's what I didn't understand about that. So we work through it, and we'll be much better going forward.
I think there's a thought, too, that if it looks like this and Joe's only been here for 2 weeks, what's it going to look like in November with more time with these guys? Maybe December, maybe even January. Is that a correct way of thinking, that this can only go up considering how good it's looked the first couple of weeks?
We're optimistic. Every week is a new challenge, you know, so we're not going to for 1 second think just because we had success on Thursday that's going to carry over to Sunday. We still got to put in the work, got to make sure we have a really sound plan that everybody understands and can get on the same page, and if so, then we feel like great things are in front of us.
You said in your press conference you're in isolation phase. I like that for a head coach, saying you're isolated away from all the fans and the way people are reacting. But Cincinnati's excited now, Zach, after winning, after seeing what it looks like. Do you get a sense from, maybe not from people outside of the building, but do you get a sense inside the building that guys can see this starting to turn and maybe positive things coming?
I think that's what we always saw, and that's why you isolate yourself from the noise, is because you know the truth of what can be and what can come forward, and so our guys have just capitalized on that. We've got to continue to capitalize on that. I also know, I've been around sports long enough to know that a win can change everything, you know, the mentality for everybody, and now we're back on board. And so you have to isolate yourself from that and just keeping the main thing the main thing. That's getting better every single day, focus on the next opponent, and good things will come if you do that.
Jamar Chase's performance, look, we can all look at the stat line and see how legendary of a performance it was, and I don't use that word lightly. He broke team records here. It'll be remembered for a long time what he did against the Steelers. But I asked you about what you liked most about it. You didn't even say it was a catch. You said it was a block down the field. Talk me through his performance and everything he did to help you win against the Steelers.
Yeah, he did everything to help us win. You know, whether he was getting the ball or not. The block down the field was on a route he ran. He ran a route. He didn't get the run alert. He got down the field, blocked the guy that was covering him about 40 yards down the field, 30 yards down the field maybe, to get Chase about 9 more yards on that carry. There was a protection where he ended up getting the ball, but he's over there helping Orlando on Highsmith, and then he leaks out in the flat and gets the ball for about a 7-yard catch. So he's willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win.
The Jets come to town this week, and look, we all understand in the NFL, a record is just a record. There's still talented players over there. There's coaches who have been doing it a long time, and there's a lot of guys who are hungry to get their first win. What's the challenge of playing the New York Jets here on Sunday?
They're a tough team. They're hard-nosed. They make you earn everything. They got a lot of playmakers on offense as well that you got to be ready for. So the record is meaningless to us. We got a team that's coming in that's hungry for a win. They're well coached, and we got to be at our best on Sunday.
How hungry are you guys?
Very hungry. I mean, you taste victory and you want more of that. And so, again, you got to eliminate complacency and make sure guys are still raising the standard every week. And I expect our guys to do that.
Ask Me Anything. Sponsored by CareSource.
All right, back here on Bengals Now, one of my favorite segments. This is Ask Me Anything, and they're looking at me like, don't ask me that. I'm not in charge here. Gabby is. She is on the green. Take it away, Gabby.
Yeah, hey guys, I'm excited. We've got some Bengals Now first-timers. Muhammad, his first show here, future Cooper Jaguar. What's your question, Muhammad?
What position do you play on offense?
What position would you play if you played on offense?
Okay.
I would probably play tight end.
You're like a fullback, like an old school fullback. No?
That doesn't sound like too much fun. I want to be able to catch the ball.
Yeah,
and
that's
score
right. You
some
did
touchdowns.
that in high school.
Fullbacks don't. They're just.
Yeah.
They gotta go through some.
You're just blocking people.
Yeah.
That's no fun. Evan.
I think I would be Jamar Chase.
Bentley, you're up next.
How do you two get the confidence to play in front of the thousands of people in the stadium?
Great question.
A lot of it's through your preparation and understanding to not make the game any bigger than when we were playing tackle football when we were your age. It's still the same game that we were playing around your age, and so just to not make it any bigger than that.
Yeah, and I think one of the most important things, I think Logan would agree with this, is just knowing win, loss, or draw, good game, bad game, whatever happens, our identity is not in football. Our identity is in Christ. We both believe in God, and just that's the most important thing in our lives, and just knowing that and believing that, I think kind of keeps us confident in the moment.
All right, Bentley with the great question.
And preparation, like Logan said.
All right, Mason, what's your question?
Evan, when you would miss a crucial field goal, how would you get back in the zone to stay locked in?
Yeah, that's a great question, because it's definitely happened plenty of times, too many times. It's just all kind of like what I just said, like just understanding that you are going to mess up, you are going to fail, but how are you going to respond? And I think that's the biggest thing that I learned coming up, like through the levels of football and even soccer. It's like if you have a bad game, like how are you going to come back and how are you going to respond? And I feel like that's why we've made it to this level that we're at. We're able to respond to those situations, and that kind of comes from just preparation, practice, and kind of meeting those moments behind the scenes. So whenever you're on the stage and those moments do happen, that you're able to kind of bounce back quick.
All right, Ask Me Anything legend. Aiden, wrapping us up today. Go ahead, Aiden.
Who on the team would have the best shot at beating a bear in a fight?
The bear.
I know my answer.
What kind of bear?
Polar bear.
Polar bear. Man, oh man. We're asking the important questions here. Polar bear, who's going to win?
Well, you think this was actually a conversation we had once with some of the Bengals offensive linemen, and they all
think it's an
landed
offensive
on
lineman or it's a
Dylan
defensive
Fairchild
lineman?
because of his wrestling background.
Yeah.
I mean, Amarius is as big as a polar bear.
Yeah, but Dylan might be the only one that stands any chance.
Yes.
Against a polar bear.
Yeah.
Because polar bears
Evan's
are
still thinking.
brutal.
T.J. Slayton.
Yeah, there you go.
If you can get him angry, yeah, maybe.
I mean, that size, I haven't seen him angry.
He
Have
can
you?
move pretty well, too, I feel like.
He can move. He's like a dancing bear.
He is like a little softy, though.
Yeah? I like
He's
that.
got a soft side to him.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like to hear that. One time for these guys up here, Ask Me Anything. Little do they know, my favorite segment is next. Who knows their teammates better? It is one-on-one.
Little did you know, you said this last segment was your favorite segment.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Thanks for holding me accountable. Now I got to go wrestle a bear.
Yeah, little did you know.
Barrett Carter, rookie roadmap, takes us to break. Reagan and Barrett, take it away.
What's up, y'all? It's Barrett Carter checking in. As you can see, we're currently at the pit. We got Highlands versus Elder. Heard it's supposed to be a pretty big matchup. I think Georgia has the best football. We're gonna see what Ohio, Kentucky football is about. So I'm looking forward to spectating, commentating, scouting maybe. Looking forward to watching these guys play. So let's see.
Barrett's Rookie Roadmap.
Best team in the nation?
Yeah, best team in the nation.
This is weird. Why are they on the field? Okay. Who do you think is gonna win tonight? Elder? A Panther. I was just next to it. The Panthers, right? We're rolling with Elder tonight. How do y'all feel about the Cincinnati Bengals?
He likes the Browns.
You like the Browns? You know we beat the Browns first game. How about we just do like Oklahoma right here? I'll tackle you. No, I'm like a 68. I'm a rookie.
I got drafted to the University of me.
All right, send me your highlights. I'll watch them. Reagan said that the Cincinnati sunsets were like the best sunsets in the country. They are kind of pretty though.
What do you mean? Yeah.
I'll see y'all later. Touchdown, Elder. It was cool to witness that. I think if I was in the game, I would have punched that thing in the mouth and stopped it. But we're supporting Elder tonight. Touchdown, Elder. Go Panthers. Everybody up! I should not be this close. I feel like I'm on the team. Tackle. Yes! Yeah! Y'all do this the whole game?
Number one in state, best team in Ohio. Yeah!
I'm learning. I wear this badge with pride. Am I doing this right? There's no place I would rather be on a Friday night. This place is electric. It's such a good time. Ohio football is special. Yeah! Y'all one of the best student sections I've seen. I'm exhausted already. We go all night. I'm seeing a lot of good talent out here. I will definitely be back. The pit is an electric environment. I rate it 10 out of 10. I'll be back. See you soon.
We are back with Joe's other favorite segment. It is time for Name That Teammate, and Money Mac is going to crash out if he doesn't win. Here's Gabby Sorrentino.
Yeah, Evan already said that this could get tricky. How you guys feeling?
Great.
Not sure.
Okay, so 50-50. Well, Logan, we're going to start with you. So we're going to put 2 minutes on the clock. I'm going to say the number. You have to say your teammate's name. The only clue I can give you is the college that they went to, okay?
Okay.
All right, ready?
Sure.
All right, 3, 2, 1. 89.
Noah Fant?
Nope. 75.
Orlando?
98.
TJ Slayton?
25.
Taj Brooks?
8.
Ryan?
16.
Lifeline.
You can lifeline, you can skip, you can pause the clock.
Can we get college?
You can
Oh, yeah,
college, Delaware.
Oh, Joe Flacco.
26. 26.
College.
Toledo.
Oh, Tyson Anderson.
64.
64. Ted Karras.
90.
Chris Jenkins.
38.
DJ Ivy.
5.
T.
50.
1
minute.
College.
Duke.
Joe Giles Harris.
Nope.
Oh, Shaka.
Yep. 34.
34?
34. Even Evan doesn't know.
No.
No, you do know?
Just wait. You're talking crap, buddy. Just wait.
He is really close with this guy.
You have not used
You were
any of
with him
your
on Monday night.
lifelines. He went to Oklahoma.
Oh, Samaje.
22.
I know people's college better than I do their numbers.
22.
College.
Iowa.
22.
22. You can skip. You can pause
Charlie?
the clock. Nope.
Nope.
Do you
22.
want to
Why am I-
skip?
why am
You
I-
have 20
oh.
seconds.
That was
Skip.
Gino.
Gino. Duh.
Yep. 94.
Who is the new college?
LSU. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, time's up. Jordan Jefferson.
Oh,
Yeah. He
he
actually
just got here.
Yeah, he
Thanks.
actually.
Yeah, you're welcome. I had to
JJ.
make it hard. I had to make it difficult. All right, so Logan got 11. Evan, do you think that you can beat that?
I mean, I knew a few of the ones that he didn't
You
know.
were talking a lot of trash, though.
Yeah.
Did you do better than you thought you would?
The only one I was confused on was Chris Jenkins.
There was a time
and
where I was
JJ.
rattling them off and then
Yeah,
went right back down.
but you did well once you got the college.
Just give me
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
9.
part 2 of Name That Teammate coming up. Evan McPherson's turn with 2 minutes on the clock. That's next on Bengals Now. All right, we are back with part 2 of Name That Teammate. Logan Wilson is talking trash up here because he's not super happy with his 11 that he got. Okay, so Evan,
Yes.
are you ready?
Ready
How you
as I'll
feeling?
ever be.
Okay. 2 minutes on the clock in 3, 2, 1. 23,
Dax Hill.
30,
Chase Brown.
37,
PJ Jules.
44,
That is my guy, D Knight.
28,
28 is Josh Newton.
58,
58,
58,
Joseph Osai.
88,
88 is Mike Gesicki.
80,
80 is Andre Yoshivash.
91,
91 is Trey Hendrickson.
99,
Miles Murphy.
6,
Jake Browning.
20,
Ooh, DJ Turner.
26,
Tyson Anderson.
number 1,
Jamar Chase.
46,
46, William Wagner.
15,
Charlie Jones.
29. Give it up for Evan.
That's enough. That's enough. Cut it off.
29.
29. 29.
College?
Nebraska.
Oh,
Don't look
juice.
at Logan.
Cam.
24.
Marco Wilson.
61.
That is my guy, Cody Ford.
Last one on my list. Evan's our winner. A perfect 19 for 19 with still time on the clock. I mean, give it up for Evan McPherson.
Here's
He
the
knows
last
his
one.
teammates. You got it, Cody Ford.
Oh,
Yeah, you were right.
thanks, guys.
Logan Wilson's not happy about this. Yeah, but now you've got a shot
No, he doesn't.
to play against a kid in putt-putt. That's coming up next here on Bengals Now. Give it up for these guys. They were great.
We are back here for one final segment on Bengals Now. Jeremy Rao, Joe Danneman, and Reagan Holgate with Evan and Logan.
All right, I'm pretty excited for this one. Of course, we had to bring out the putt-putt for the golf master over here, and we did just check handicaps. He's at 2.8.
Whoa.
I respect it. Okay, but you're going up against Mason right here. This is Mason. He's 8 years old, and he's a scratch golfer. You ready, Mason?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
go,
All right,
Mason.
here we go. And I told Evan that he has to play with the putter at the shortest length possible. So, here we
That's
are.
great.
Let's go, Mason.
Come on,
go, buddy.
Mason. That's a good leg.
That's
It's a good start. Okay.
Settle.
All right, you got to finish it out here, Mason. Can we give it up for Mason? Come on, guys.
Give yourself
cheer
a little
him on.
space off the wall there, Mason. Evan
That's
knows
nice
what's up.
of you, Evan. Yes, a
Appreciate you, Evan.
putter's head length. Do it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You got this, Mason.
Let's go, Mason.
Oh man. Oh man.
You got it.
The first hole is always the hardest.
All right,
Okay, we got
Mason.
it
There
in
you go,
four,
man.
in four.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay. It's on the board.
Evan was actually out here 3 hours before the show practicing.
Now the question for Evan is Evan going to let the young man win, or is
No.
Evan going
No.
to
I
go
don't
ahead and
think
try to
so.
go in one?
Evan's not going to let
We
him
know
win.
this answer.
He's too competitive.
I've got a handicap, boss. Bang.
All right. He's in two. He's in two.
Okay, that's just one
All right.
hole.
Evan takes the first hole. That's fine. Come on, Mason.
Come on, Mason. We're all behind you, man. Mason.
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 Oh, I like it.
Great shot.
Go.
Keep going. Keep going.
All right,
ball.
now here's the money putt.
You got it. Line her up.
That's in.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Let's go, Mason.
With
Give
some,
me a Tiger Woods fist pump.
with some heat.
Yes.
Mason, can you yell I'm different? He's not going to.
Yo.
Yeah. Okay, now everybody make noise.
It's a downhill lie.
Okay, we got to distract him. Oh.
Yeah! Evan's mad
Okay.
about the lie on our fake course.
Look at this.
What is this?
Karma is what it is.
Play where it lies. Okay, he's in for three.
All right, he's in
Now,
for three.
Reagan, is this a skins game or is this
No.
a stroke
Yeah, we
game?
should have
this-
specified
no,
that.
This is
Championship
this
hole,
is not
right?
stroke play. This is match play here.
Okay, so here we go.
So this
So
is
it's
the
1-1.
final hole. It all
This
comes
is the
down to
tiebreaker.
this.
Mason.
Oh, that's a good
Come on,
one.
get around that
Oh,
corner.
man.
Oh, boy. That's
Keep
actually
coming, ball. Oh,
an
I got
amazing
stuck
shot.
in there.
That hill will do wonders.
You
Let's
give
get it on the
yourself some
hill.
relief. Okay. Ooh.
Look at Evan.
Drop.
Do it, do it,
Yes! We have a magnet
go,
under the ground, just like Space Jam.
Mason!
Pressure's on, Money Mac.
Pressure is on for
Money
Evan
Mac.
McPherson.
Money Mac. Money Mac. Money Mac.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't do it!
The walk off? Are you serious?
Look at him.
Hey.
We got a gritty.
With the short putter in hand, I can't. All right, Mason, it was a really good effort. You can't beat the hole-in-one there, but still, how did it feel to go up against Evan McPherson? Here, the camera's right there if you want to say a few words.
Good.
It was good. It was good. It's okay. It's all right. He takes an L, but it was a hard-fought effort.
I would just like to say he's still going home with a prize, and he got
He
to play
is.
golf with
Here
Money
we go.
Mac.
Yes,
How
sir.
about that?
Yes.
All right, everyone. Round of applause
Evan,
for
congrats.
Logan Wilson and Money Mac. What a show. Bengals trying to win a second straight. Back home this Sunday. Ring of Honor game. Thanks for coming out to Bengals Now. Have a great night.